Welcome everyone, this is Andre's Restart, and today we are talking about how Metroid Prime 4 is not and will not be cancelled. So, I wasn't actually planning to make a video today. I was thinking I would take a break. It's a Sunday, we just hit 33,000 subscribers apparently, which is exciting. We still have our goal to reach to 50 eventually, so if you do enjoy my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. And yeah, enjoy the ride as we talk about Nintendo every day. But I wasn't really thinking about making anything today, but I was just scrolling through the internet and I saw a few people talk about Metroid Prime 4 and suggest that the game is canceled. And I thought, well, that's not true. It's not canceled. But I also understand why some people think that, because the game was announced in 2017. I am recording this November 2023. It's been a long time, so I understand. People are getting restless, people are getting impatient, or they feel like they've been patient enough, and it's just still not here yet. I'm not trying to say that those feelings are invalid. I think they are valid. It can be frustrating. However, that doesn't change the fact that Metroid Prime 4 is not and will not be canceled. I suppose I shouldn't say that it's a fact that it will not be canceled. Technically, I don't know that. But I feel extremely confident that it will not be canceled. And as I've said in the past, knowing is just thinking with great confidence. And I think with great confidence that Metroid Prime 4 will eventually come out. And by eventually, I don't mean 10, 15, 20 years from now when they reboot development again and they decide to give it another go. I mean, this current project that's being made by Retro Studios will come to completion and it will see the light of day, and we will be able to play this game fairly soon, I would say. Within the next couple of years is my bet. I mean, I'm thinking it's coming out sometime next year, but you know, maybe these things take a little bit longer, comes out sometime 2025. But why do I think with such great confidence that Metroid Prime 4 will not be canceled? Well, firstly, I know that it has not been canceled yet. That part is a fact. You just have to take a look at Nintendo's documentation whenever they have their financial earnings meetings. As of the most recent one, Metroid Prime 4 is still listed. It's still listed as a Switch game, I might add. So it's still in existence, it's still happening. But on top of that, Retro Studios has been continually hiring over the years, and their big sort of pitch to get people to work for them is to join the team that is working on Metroid Prime 4. So why would they have these continuous hiring posts for years, even recently saying to join the team that's working on Metroid Prime 4? Because the game is not canceled, it is in the works. So for these reasons alone, I can say with very strong confidence that the game is not canceled. But I also think it will come. When Metroid Prime 4 had its infamous delay when they announced in January 2019 that they were restarting development, they told us that they were going to do what they can to make Metroid Prime 4 measure up to the quality of the series. And the Metroid Prime series are some of the highest rated games of all time, so they are going to do what they can to make sure Metroid Prime 4 is very good. And just look at some recent games that have come out and what we've learned of them. Super Mario Bros. Wonder, that game was developed without a deadline. They took their sweet time with it. Had Nintendo announced Mario Wonder when they started development, then a lot of people would have been restless about the game. But they didn't announce it until it was complete and ready to go. And Mario Wonder is a beautiful, polished game. Tears of the Kingdom, that was announced well ahead of time, and the wait was long and difficult, but they also took their time with that game. We learned shortly after release that they could have released the game in 2022, but they held it off for about another year to focus it on polishing it up, making sure it's as good as possible. Another fantastic example, Metroid Prime Remastered, another Metroid Prime game. This game was rumored for years, and we learned that it was rated back in summer of 2021. It didn't release until the beginning of 2023, about a year and a half later. So Nintendo was sitting on this game without announcing it, without saying anything. So what I'm getting at here is that Nintendo takes their time with their games. Nintendo is at a point right now where they're not in a rush to make sure there's a game out every single month, because they have so many different partners, they smartly allocated resources, they have a really good development structure, they've relied on a lot of remasters and remakes and easier projects, while also making a lot of the bigger projects. And what has happened is that, well, we get consistent games pretty much every month, sometimes twice a month. There may be a month or two we may skip, but it's pretty darn consistent. And when the games come out, in general, they are as intended. They are what the developers had in mind for the game. So I don't think we should look at Metroid Prime 4 any different. I think Metroid Prime 4, Nintendo is waiting for the right time to put it out. And I will speak on something. I do believe the game is, if not totally done, very close to done. I will remind you that in the beginning of the year, we discussed how we had heard that the game was complete. But if you don't want to take my word for it, Andy Robinson, the CEO of Video Games Chronicle, he's heard it's supposed to be the last big Switch game. The Xbox Era podcast has talked about how this game is big and open and is visually unbelievable, implying that someone saw the game and it's in a build that's of high quality. One of the most well-respected and credible leakers there are, Nate the Hate, has suggested that Prime 4 is ready to be shown off. So a suggestion here is not only that Metroid Prime 4 is not cancelled, it's actually basically done, if not very close to it, and Nintendo seemingly is just waiting to show this game off. Now, what are they waiting for? The speculation is that they are saving it as a big release, potentially sometime next year, and it will coincide sometime during the launch window of Nintendo Switch 2. That is a speculation. It seems to make sense. It's a big, ambitious game that Nintendo's been working on for years, that they've been going through great efforts to ensure great quality, and it may very well be a visual showcase for that system. I believe it will be cross-gen, still coming to Nintendo Switch as well, but it's just something Nintendo is saving for the right time. Just like Mario Wonder, just like Tears of the Kingdom, and just like a whole bunch of other games that Nintendo has been working on and may be sitting on and have been for some time. So those are my thoughts on the matter. I just thought it would be a nice brief discussion to have today, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. This is Andres Restart. Thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you all really soon. Take care. Bye.